Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnan Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. God reveals Himself in the form which His devotee loves most. Love can achieve anything in this world. Even animals, insects, birds respond to love. Love develops a confidence in them to closely move with us, fearlessly move with us. Any being in this world, if our love is absolutely unselfish and if it is unconditional, they surrender. Ordinary beings, when they can surrender, you can imagine what happens to God. The whole universe is standing on two principles: love and sacrifice. Love itself is sacrifice. There is no bargain. There is nothing to be got. Nothing will be taken. Nothing will be received. It is giving, giving, giving. It is sacrifice. So, God wants that love, and the devotee who loves Him, whatever form he expects God to present Himself in, God presents, just because He is not limited by form, and He is as if thirsty after pure love that seeks nothing in return. His love for devotee knows no bound. We think we love God, but God's love is constantly waiting, waiting, waiting. Since we came into this creation, maybe millions of lives before, or we do not know how long we have been moving in the samsara, taking different forms, different bodies, different births. How long we have been here, we do not know. But He is constantly from inside, He is calling us. We are not listening to inner call. The flute of Krishna is constantly going on within. Our ears are turned outward. It doesn't see inner world. It doesn't listen to the call of the Lord within. It doesn't go along the plan of nature, of evolution. It wants to go down and down, like a water fallen from the heights, sky, as rain. How it flows down and down and down and goes. Like that it goes down. The mind, the samskaras, how they drive the senses and all that. The tendency is to, one is comfort seeking, other is enjoyment seeking. People are hesitating to work hard because it is comfort seeking. Spiritual practices, we get plenty of time in spite of devoting all our time to work. Work itself is a worship. Apart from that worship, you are constantly remembering God. Karma Yoga is a thing by which body and mind is given to the world and inner soul rests in God. And during the work, During the activities, he is enjoying the bliss of Atman, working hard in the world from sunrise to sunset, non-stop. He is within, he is at peace. His inner structure, inner formation is such that it can remain always at rest and experience the bliss of Atman. As if the external and internal has separated, two independent departments have formed. The external is working in the world, observing, and wherever there is need, it is rushing to serve. And this separation, this is Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is where the body and mind are working intensely in the world for the welfare of others, for sake of God, and inside is experience the Ananda and Shanti of the Atman. So body is working, mind is working, but inside it is calm and quiet. This is Karma Yoga. The moment we are agitated with the work, then it is only karma and not yoga. It is a thing that is going to bind us. The moment ragadvesha comes into picture, then all sadhana becomes work, and work becomes a karmic bondage. So we must be how to eliminate this raga, dvesha, attachments and aversions, likes and dislikes in the world. This is what bothers us and holds us away from the divine. So inner call goes on because life after life goes on, keeps on calling from within. This is the love of God. It is written in the Purana that God assumed the form of Rama for his heroic devotee Hanuman. The forms and aspects of God disappear when one discriminates in the accordance with the Vedanta philosophy. The ultimate conclusion of such discrimination is Brahman alone is real and the world of names and forms is illusory. It is possible for a man to see the forms of God or to think of Him as a person only as long as he is conscious that he is devotee. When he is conscious, when he is aware, when he is identified as a devotee, so long there is form. And when the devotee dissolves in his Ishtadevata, then the story ends. The devotee is no more devotee, Ishtadevata is no more Ishtadevata. They are one absolute reality, merged in each other, like ice dissolved in water. From the standpoint of discrimination of this, ego of a devotee keeps him a little away from God, from the point of discrimination. Why the term even when Sri Ramakrishna tells Naren, the last 2 days before Sri Ramakrishna is leaving his mortal coil, before that, to Narendra he says, the one who was Rama, one who was Krishna is here in this body as Ramakrishna. After this, he doesn't end his statement with this. Then he continues, not according to your Vedantic sense. According to Vedanta, everybody is incarnation of God. Not in the sense of Vedanta. Because other than Vedanta, there is a reality. Vedantic aspect also one of the manifestations of the divine, Nirguna Nirakara. What God is? Unknown and unknowable. Whatever way He manifests as Nirguna Nirakara, as Saguna Sakara, in various forms, that alone we can understand. So He is beyond all that, where man's mind, intellect or his existence cannot reach anymore. Sri Ramakrishna gives the example of salt doll. Salt doll going to find the depth of the ocean. It dives within the ocean. As it starts going deeper and deeper, it dissolves and nothing more remains. Who is there to come back and give the information? So there is one without a second. So this according to this Vedantic sense, how Sri Ramakrishna says, not according to your Vedanta. I am really the Rama and Krishna who time and again appears in this universe to redeem the souls as incarnation of God. I am that. He affirms, confirms, He reveals. And then you see this same sense, Vedantic sense of a Jiva, Vedantic sense of Brahman, Vedantic God, Vedantic sense of nature, and everything is different from Bhakta's point of view. Because that is a path of rejection, this is a path of acceptance. So Bhakta goes in the path of acceptance and transcending it. He accepts and transcends, just like a doctor accepts the disease and removes the disease. The doctor doesn't reject the disease. He sees the real, the healthy person in that diseased person. A person is having some disease, that person, there is a person independent of that disease. So that person he sees and removes but he accepts the disease. Similarly, Bhakta accepts the world and then eliminates the world or transcends it. Through love of God, he becomes indifferent to the whole world. From the standpoint of discrimination, that is the Vedantic Viveka, from the Viveka point, Viveka Vairagya, the stage, the first stage that is awakening, inner awakening is awakening of the Viveka, which gives birth to Vairagya. From Viveka comes Vairagya. From Vairagya comes Tyaga, dispassion to renunciation. From discrimination we go to dispassion, Vairagya. From dispassion we go to the next stage of renunciation, Tyaga. Tyaga, renunciation, is giving up. So from the discrimination point, discrimination is the main adhara of Vedantic, and also even in general sadhana it is needed. Here Sri Ramakrishna is referring, the back reference is Vedantic person, how he looks at the bhakta. From the standpoint, means bhakta as he advances, a stage comes when he is one with the God. From Dvaita he is reaching the Advaita. Forms and aspects disappear when one discriminates in accordance to Vedanta philosophy. From the standpoint of discrimination, this ego of a devotee keeps him a little away from God. In case of Dvaita, we usually say, from the Advaitic standpoint, God is not complete, is not Purna, because other than Him, devotee exists there. If God is Purna, then nothing can remain apart from it. Devotee is different. He is seeing God independent of him. He may forget the world, he may dissolve the world, but he is there to enjoy the company of God. Other than God, one thing remains, therefore he is not Purna. To bring this Purnatva in God, Ramanujacharya makes Amsha Amshi Bhava. God is Purna, the devotee is Amsha, a part of Jiva is Amsha. The Amshatva is brought, Purna and Amsha. Here, entirely different. Dvaita, God and devotee are entirely different from each other. They are not one. Here we see he brings, I am devotee is there, but a part of it, like a leaf in a tree. Amsha Amshi Bhava. Leaf in a tree is Amsha Amshi Bhava. That is Purna. Tree is Purna. A part of it is a part of it, a division of it, a section of it, a small iota of it is Jiva. So Jiva is a cell in a body as if. The body of God is one of the cells. This difference, body and cell, body is Purna, a cell in it. So God is Purna there, and devotee is within God. When it comes to Dvaita, Advaita, it takes an entirely different form and picture. There we see God is absolute one without a duality. Here duality is there within. In Dvaita, pure Dvaita, the duality is outside. In Vishishtadvaita of Ramanujacharya, the duality is there within God. Duality is there without God, Dvaita. And there is no duality at all in Advaita. There is one without a Ekarasa. There is no duality at all. Within or without, there is no duality. It's all dream, all illusion. So here, little away means there is two type of duality. That is, within God I am a Amsha. I am entirely different from God. Do you know why the images of Krishna and Kali are 3.5 cubits high? This we have seen yesterday. Because of the distance. We are away from God and we have objectified Him. And I consider myself as a person, and love is possible between similar species. Ant can love ant, elephant can love elephant. Ant cannot love elephant, elephant cannot love ant. Love is not possible between similar species. So I am a person, I want to love God, I bring God down to human level to see Him as a person. I am 3.5 cubit, He also is 3.5 cubit. Because I want to, He is suppose 20 cubit, then I will wait His feet, slowly I have to climb, putting ladder and all that, to climb over His shoulders. So I bring Him to, and God accepts that. Oh, you want me to be yourself, want to be a person and make me person, all right. I am there. Like Aghoramani Devi, she wanted Krishna as Balaka, small boy. And last, after 40 years of constant calling, go on repeating day and night, One japa, cook something, eat, and go on calling. No other concern, no other diversion, one call. 40 years goes on sitting. Life goes on, goes on, goes on. Then comes the grace of the Lord. As a small boy, Lord descends. When she comes to Sri Ramakrishna, she comes with the baby in her arms. He is dangling his feet, sitting on the chest of mother. What a beautiful state you see, but how much of dedication, how much of love, how much of sacrifice, how much of waiting, how much of patience. Go on, no other diversion. Whatever people may say, whatever they may do, one call. Totapuri Maharaj also takes about 40 years, constant, unbroken struggle to reach that state. So, because we are keeping away and looking upon, not only keeping away, we are looking upon God, ourselves as a person, so God also is a person. Again, on account of distance, the sun appears to be small. A boy was asked, how can you paint an aeroplane with few drops of paint? He said, it is very easy. When it is flying on the topmost height, it is so small. You can just dip the brush and within 3 drops you can paint the whole, because it is far off. It is so small. Aeroplane becomes so small. So dip the brush in 3 and paint from all sides over. So when it goes far off, it looks small, but it is not small there. But if you go near, you will find the sun is so big that you won't be able to comprehend it. Why have images of Krishna and Kali are dark blue? That too on account of distance, like water of a lake which appears green, blue, black from a distance. Go near and take the water in palm and hand. You will see, you will find the no color at all. As you go closer and closer to Divine Mother, though you are worshipping as Kali, the terrible, you are able to worship and approach. Just it may be terrifying for all others, but it is a pleasant thing for the devotee. Now, a cub is afraid of beautiful cows and all that, but its mother, who is looking terrible, it is the most dearest thing for the cub to go near the tiger. The tigress, its mother, you can see, any tiger or tigress come, the cubs are very happy to see some guest has come. But if anybody sees, a human sees a tiger over, he will not move anymore. His breath will stop. Because how we look upon it, we see God in that sense. We change our understanding. We are able to go to Kali and worship lovingly, though she is looking terrible, because it is like cub going to its mother, approaching its mother. I am not terrible, but I am not afraid of the terrible. And slowly, as I go closer and closer to her, I will see she doesn't have arms or anything. She is not terrible. As if I am peeling her out from her terrible form. She is Saumya within. A cover as if of a terrible form is put on and remove that. Just like I am hiding my real with a mask put over. I remove everything and I emerge out. From the Kali emerges out the Saumya Rupa, a most loving mother with beautiful form, most pleasant talking, and you'll see your soul surrenders totally because of the distance. As you go far and far, you see her terrible form because the whole universe is terrible. It looks, because we are on the earth, small portion is visible. A little vaster you go, you will understand terrible, what is terrible. I was there in forest for many years, all alone. No human existence around to far off distances. If actually I am to come out on foot, I have to walk about 50 kilometers to reach a street which leads to the main road. Crossing a river, width about 3 to 7 kilometers width of the river, not length. And no human beings. When the leaves fall off, patjhad, after the patjhad, fall of the leaves, only trees with branches will be standing. When the night falls, when the moon is gibbous half the way and still reducing, you will see what is terrible there. And then slowly, the more terrible it becomes, the nature. I am alone and nobody else there. And more terrible, more closer we feel with God. Oh, you are here, you are with me, you are everywhere. That all pervadingness of God presents with that terrible form of nature. As the moonlit night comes, you will see only sticks standing on the earth, no leaves, not even a single leaf anywhere. A few trees which leave red flowers, deprived of leaves, will be there, as if fire is burning somewhere. Moonlit night, all sticks standing here there with different forms in that mild light. That's another type of fear-causing terribleness. But you start loving it. Oh, you'll be waiting to see all this. The various aspects of Divine Mother. Mother, you are like this. Are you like this? Mother, are you like this? We love the non-terrible always. We have a different conception of Mother, which is Saumya aspect alone rests in our mother, it looks like. But mother is death also, mother is birth also. In death also we have to see the mother, in birth also we have to see the mother. In pain and suffering you have to see the mother, in joys and elation you must be able to see the mother. Everything, the opposites are there. Everything is mother. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.